contest for Omaha Introverts channel. She hit 1,000 subs last week. She had a few questions, pretty simple contest. Again, just to support, although 1,000 subs, you don't really need support. But anyway, I do enjoy her channel. She does know what she's talking about, and my dog is a whiner. I'm sorry. It makes me laugh a lot because she comes up with these genres that I've never heard of, like with a jangle pop and a slowcore. I mean, just some stuff I've never heard in my life, and it always makes me laugh. And not in a bad way. It's just like, you know, I'm fucking almost 49 years old, and I never heard this shit, you know. But I do enjoy channels that aren't metal and hard rock because I just love the passion of people, and that's why I like her channel. She had 3 questions, pretty simple, pretty right up my alley because one of them is about female singers, and it's female fronted bands. Female singers are one of my favorite things in hard rock and metal and overall because I like singers like Eva Cassidy, you know, and Joss Stone. I mean, I like singers. And Lady Gaga, when she's not doing her pop stuff, her voice and her actual musicality is really, really good. So anyway, we're gonna get to the first question. So this is like a 27-minute video, and the first question is: name your 3 favorite female singers, vocalists, or guitarists. Favorite female artist. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and my third is Janis Joplin. I mean, come on, you can. Janis is Janis. I recently just watched her documentary, man, that was heartbreaking. I didn't realize how fucked up she was in life. I mean, I know a lot about her, but not enough as that documentary showed, and it really was sad. I mean, there's parts in there that literally almost brought me to tears. I'm not afraid to admit that shit, because you can tell when somebody's a tortured soul, and I hate that shit. So, Janis Joplin, this is just the greatest hits CD that I have. I do need to get her on vinyl. I have nothing on vinyl. She's one of the few non-hard rock metal I would buy on vinyl. Next is a more recent favorite in the last, 6 to 7 years or so. Not even that. Before this, I would have put Charlotte Vessel from Delane, because I love her sound and her tone. It's really hard because you got Floor Jansen, who I love, of Nightwish and Revamped and After Forever. Since I had to pick 3, I went with number 2 is Jennifer Haven from a band called Beyond the Black. It's a metal band, but it has the symphonic vocals, and she can sing. Like, her clean vocals are phenomenal, and there's some songs on here with piano, softer stuff on here. She doesn't even look like a metal singer, but she actually can pull it off. Really good band. 3 albums out so far. Even if you don't like metal, you can probably get into some of this. If you look it up on YouTube, what's the song? If you look up on YouTube, Jennifer Haben, Haben, and Love Me Forever Piano. It's just her live on a piano singing that song, and it's phenomenal. And my favorite female vocalist is Sharon Den Adele from a band called Within Temptation. Sorry, I got the sleeve on there. Killer vocals, has good range, just such a angelic sound to her voice. And she can get a little bit of grit, but it's always so clean. It's like she's standing in front of you singing, even when it's recorded. Her live stuff is phenomenal. Any live stuff I've ever seen has been damn good. I still haven't gotten to see them live. I missed them the one chance that came through here. But Sharon Den Adele from Within Temptation would be my 3rd. Next question is name 2 subgenres. Well, being a hard rock metal fan, we got a lot of them too. We don't have near as many as you guys do in that non-metal area. For me, my favorite subgenres would be hair metal. That's my wheelhouse. That's what I grew up in. That's just one of my loves. I mean, if I had to collect one genre, it would be that. Or obviously, you got that. There you go. You listen to TNT, but I listen to all types of music from late '60s to modern stuff. I listen to a lot of modern stuff. Like that CD there is from this year, and it's nothing like metal or hard or metal. My second genre is really tough because it's between two, and it was really hard to separate them. I think I'm going to go with thrash because of the amount of my favorite top 20 bands would be thrash. So I'm going to go with thrash metal. That's basically just a heavy, fast, pounding, vocals vary in thrash, but that would be my second. Power metal is right there too. Especially these days, there's so many good power metal, and there's so many good power metal female vocalists, so it kind of falls into all that. My dog is a whiner. I apologize. Alright, so there's my long-winded question number 2. Alright, for question number 3, this is kind of tough, because I can only remember the brand name of it. Before I moved down here, which was like late '97, I sold a lot of my stuff off because I didn't want to move it all down here from Philadelphia. I'm originally from Philly, and I moved to Kansas City. That's a lot of shit to move, 1,200 miles. So a lot of my stuff I either left with my family or I sold off. But I had a killer JVC rack system there. I had the, didn't have the turntable then because I gave up on that in like 91, 92. I had the CD player, the cassette deck, the massive receiver, the speakers, the big floor speakers. I still love them to this day. I just don't have room for that kind of speakers. I still don't think you could ever beat those big floor speakers we had back in the 80s, early 90s. You can get some power out of these little systems. I got a shelf system in my garage that kicks ass, and you're listening to basically a Onkyo Bluetooth, which is good. But it was a JVC rack system. I don't know the numbers and all that shit. I don't remember that crap because I don't get that far into it. I listen to what sounds good to me, and that's how I bought it. Back in the day, we had stores where you could go into like these little listening rooms, and you can try each receiver, and you can line it up, and you can listen to it right then and there, like you listen to my dog whine. So I'm just going to go with the JVC unit. That would be my favorite one. That's the one I can remember the most, and I can also remember my Onkyo. I had an Onkyo head unit for a while with a Sony CD player, cassette deck, equalizer, all that stuff. Back when we had things this big, they call it a rack system because you needed a rack, from the floor up this high to put it all in there. Still the days. I don't care. I still love that stuff. And you get into the older stuff that had the tubes, different sound altogether, techniques. A lot of that stuff back then was just so much better. The Marantz stuff, especially when it comes to turntables. But I'm just going to go with that. I'm just rambling again. Anyway, Hannah, I hope that's okay. If it's not, that's fine too. Again, just doing it for support mainly. Don't care about winning stuff. Actually, if I do win anything, like the shirt or something, I probably will pass that along. But thanks for having the contest. Congrats and cheers when you're over 1,000 subs. That was quick, man. Was that less than a year? You tore it up. So anyway, again, I'll link Hanna in my signature below. Again, guys, not metal. She likes hard rock, like The Who and the 70s classic rock and stuff like that. She likes a little bit of the modern stuff, hard rock wise, but she loves the 90s stuff, everything. I mean, she listens to everything. Blues, 60s, shoegaze, jangle pop, what was the other one? Softcore, a little bit of the alternative, a little bit of the, like Liz Phair and Julia Hatfield, stuff like that. So she listens to pretty much. She has a wide variety versus what I generally listen to. So hence more subs and more people coming in there. And so I'm going to end it here because I'm just fucking rambling at this point. Y'all have a good night.